All right, it's Uncle Joe with Uncle Joe Hikes. We're at Miller Gap, and what we're going to do is just go up and do a short little loop. But I thought I'd film it because it's not a little loop I've ever done. It's not very far up to the AT. We'll see what we do when we get up there, but for right now we're just getting a little short hike in, trying to get in before the rain comes. And then got a few other things I want to do some exploring, but wanted to get some time on a trail today, get a little effort in and burn a few calories. So anyway, that's where we're going up Miller Gap to the AT, and trying to make a little loop. Well, we got a tree there. It's leaning way over. Hopefully survives long enough to bore some roots back down in the ground. I also have this, like, I don't know that goes to a pipe or anything. I think maybe that just is there to kind of fill up with water because there's a faucet on it. It's kind of interesting. We're going up. Thankfully, not far back there, the steepness kind of planes out a little bit. It's a pretty steep start. Once you get up that initial 20-30 feet of elevation, it planes out a little bit. And what I was told is I can come up here, take a right here, and it's going to make a nice loop. So we're fitting to find out. Really nice. We'll come back that way. Yeah, so this section looks to be an old road bed, forest road, whatever. Pretty wide, almost double track, really. And it's nice. They got some rain up here for sure. It's a little moist. It's beautiful though today. A little bit overcast. Clouds will be gathering up and getting ready to rain here in a couple hours probably. We're getting to a spot with a lot of, I don't know if this is from weed whacking. I don't think these came out of the tree. I don't seem to match anything, so I don't know. Maybe somebody came through here and just whacked some weeds. I don't know. Definitely tore up. I did have a guy come off the trail while I was getting ready at the truck. He was probably in his 70s, maybe even 80. And he was coming off the trail. He said he does this every day. He lives right there at the gap, which is cool. No worse things to do every day. That's for sure. We've dumped out on the AT. And this goes to Blood Mountain eventually in Maine. This goes back to Preacher's Rock. So we're on the AT. As you can tell, it's beaten out pretty good. And heading south. I'm gonna go up here to a fork and do a small little loop around. We're gonna be just below Big Cedar and make our way around a little loop and then come back and then go back to Miller Gap and then close another loop. Water's running. Not fierce, but it ain't gonna dry up no time soon with all the rain we're getting. And we got rain on the south side of the ridge here, down on this side here. But it's forming. Looks like it's gonna be heading south. So we only need about an hour window here. We should be able to get back to the truck without getting wet, hopefully. Other than the humidity, which is high. All right, we just made this hook. Now we're going back up and around. And get a long swoop back. I missed my turn back there, and I didn't see one. My suspicion is that this is a newer part of the AT. That turn was on an old part, but we'll see if we can find it. If not, we'll come back this way. We'll make our way around. Then we'll go up to find out what the perch is up there. So we just passed our turn off there to the right. And coming to this little overlook here. Let's see what we got out here. There we go. Got some company. All right. And we just left the overlook back there. There's a young lady perched there and enjoying the view, and then the lady I just passed on the trail came down, or came up to a camp there. She's going to stop there for the night. I told her I sure hope it doesn't rain on her. Might get real lucky right there. At least she can kind of see a lot of the rain that's going on from up here. At least she's got a good view of the south. So, you never know with these summer rains, they just kind of form. Like, you know, I don't know, it just kind of form like a rash on the radar. They don't always move any particular direction, or they'll move, you know, 10 miles and then disappear. So just have to wait and see. But we're going to try to get down from here, get over to Miller Gap, and then take the other side of that trail back to the truck. Make our little turn right here to the left. Here we go. Well, this trail don't get the love that the AT does, obviously, but for the most part it's been relatively clear until now. It's getting a little growed over now. Got the ferns and other vegetation crawling in. I don't like this because that means you might pick up a tick in some of this stuff, so I'm trying to kind of knock it back a little bit as I walk along, as I always do. And we should be dumping out on the AT again here shortly. It'll be a lot wider trail, a lot more beaten out, so won't be long. Well, down through the weeds there, trees rather, you can see some AT hikers going on. We make our way down to the AT. I was whistling, they were turning around like, where in the world? Because you silly. Yep, we're almost down there. Got a little descending to do. Well, I can't beat myself up too much for not finding this turn when I came through here the first time, because, buddy, I had growed over right there. Wasn't gonna find that easily. And as it turns out, it's right here at the turn where we came in, which is really strange because that's not the way it looks on the map, which tells me there must be another turn off that I missed. But anyway, we're gonna head no-bow on the AT here for a little while, and then we'll make another turn down here and close the other half of our circle with the other piece of our loop. We'll turn here. Maybe I got a place to sit down for a second or two. All right, Dockery Lake Trail goes that way. We've been here many times. The AT continues on. And we're at Miller Gap, so we're going to make our way down. Back down to Miller Gap parking, where old Silver's waiting for us. We'll take this down and then make that hook, and then we'll be good to go. Not a bad little loop. It's kind of like a figure eight. We kind of did it as kind of a figure eight. Didn't go all the way to Preacher's Rock, but we went up to that perch, which is nice. I have to remember what that is. I know Big Cedar's up or south of there. Maybe that's Little Cedar, I don't know. I'll try to look it up and put it down below. Yeah, take this double track more or less. It's done closed in a single track, but you could tell this is an old forest road. Same one that we first turned on, so making our way. There's some blowdowns back there, even worse than that. One you have to kind of get down almost on all fours. The trail kind of leaves that double track My guess is it's just going to go up here and then rejoin it. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, so we've merged back in here now with the double track. My guess is the same one we left back there. So, yeah, back on nice wide trail. We'll make our way to our turnoff up here. We know to keep an eye out for that big tree. Here we go, there's our tree. There's our turn. All right, not a bad little loop. Kind of nice, actually. We added a little bit to it. I don't know what we got step-wise. We probably got about 3 or 4 miles out of it, maybe. We'll see. All right. Make our way down the hill. All right, we can see old Silver waiting patiently as usual. Hope nobody broke in and made off with any of my copies of the Farmer's Almanac. Might need those to figure out when the fish are biting and how long the summer's gonna be. Well, Miller Gap, we won't call that loop, we'll call it Miller Gap Figure 8. Done. Up to the AT, up to the overlook, some old trail. Clearly that old trail where it was overgrown had another turnoff back behind there, because it didn't quite look like the map or the track that I was following. But that happens. I mean, we were on old trail, so if it had to drive over as the other was, it's no wonder we didn't see it. But yeah, we're gonna do a little driving around, get some mountain time in for old Silver, and make our way home, and we'll find some bettles along the way. You know that's right. All right, we're done. Time to get out of here. Leave this parking spot for somebody else.